I'm Michaela Geddes, Senior Psychometrician from Yardstick. We recently received a question from an attendee at our recent psychometric seminar who asked, "What does an exam blueprint look like?" Well, that's an excellent question. An exam blueprint, which is also referred to as test specifications, describes the important features or characteristics of an examination. At a minimum, an exam blueprint should list the content areas or topics to be covered in an examination and indicate the number or proportion of questions to be allocated to each content area. For example, a medical examination may have 7 different content areas. One, which may be called health and safety, may comprise 7% of the examination, whereas another area, perhaps called therapeutics, may comprise an even greater proportion of the exam, such as 38%. The blueprint should also describe the format of the questions, such as whether or not the questions are multiple choice or short answer, or even essay. It should also include the total number of questions on the examination and the scoring rules, for example, whether or not you get 1 point for a correct answer, or perhaps more points. It should also include how the exam scores are to be interpreted and used, as well as the time limits for the examination. Some blueprints also include the cognitive complexity or classification of the questions to be used, such as the percentage or proportion of questions to be allocated to recall, application, or problem solving. Well, in terms of what the blueprint actually looks like, they take on a lot of different looks depending on their purpose. For example, the higher the stakes or consequences of the exam, such as in licensure or certification, the greater detail should be included in the exam blueprint. Blueprints are also used for many different purposes, and therefore a single document may not be suitable. For example, an exam developer may require a very detailed exam blueprint, whereas a candidate may only require an abbreviated version. You should also keep in mind that the blueprint is a foundation that guides the exam development and therefore is a major source of validity for your examination. As well, you should keep in mind that a well-developed blueprint can help certification and licensure bodies address legal challenges in terms of fairness and defensibility. Well, I hope that answers your question. Thank you.